good looking supper, ain't it? Fried pork chops, collard greens, butter beans, green taters. Woo! Mexican cornbread. Can't get no better than this. Y'all, my favorite, very favorite. Is these kind of butter beans, green potatoes, collard greens. It's kind of like the New Year meal, you know what I mean? That's my very favorite thing in the world. I'd rather have that than steak. Okay, so when we get ready to fry our pork chops, I always take them out of the package. And no, I don't rinse them, and y'all just have a fit if you want to, but nobody's ever been hurt by me not rinsing them. So I don't fool with it, because I don't like watering them down. I think the stuff clings to them better when you don't. Okay? And it's going to be in the fryer fat. Ain't nothing going to live if there's something on there. And there's no, like I've had people tell me that there could be shreds of bone or something. But unless I see something like that, like there's one, see it? Then all you got to do is look at it and see. You don't have to throw it into the water necessarily. Alright, so those are good. And now we're going to season them. I got to wash my hands, y'all. So we'll start with salt and pepper. Of course. We'll have salt and pepper. Badaya, however you want to say it. Complete season. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I used to say that, my daddy would get so mad at me. He'd go, no, I don't know what you mean. When I was young, he didn't like that. I guess it was a habit, and I said it all the time, and it drove him crazy. So now we're going to pepper them. Now, I typically just season my pork chops on one side. I just do a good job, okay? And that way, I don't have to touch them again. So now we are going to put some flour in here. I always have, I don't normally have a whole lot of flour left over, but now that, since these are pork chops, I might actually. So the next thing we do when we do pork chops is we take a egg, and I think one is enough myself. And you can use buttermilk if you want to, but I'm going to use an egg tonight. Some nights I use buttermilk. Some nights I use an egg with a little bit of milk. And yes, the flavor is different on them. I will say that buttermilk should be used on things that don't take a long time to cook, because it will get browner quicker. The crust gets browner quicker if you use the buttermilk. I don't know why, but it does. It's just a scientific fact. And one that I've learned from cooking, not because of a show. We made this peanut butter pie today. It is on YouTube if y'all want to go take a look. And you can see how to decorate it. I made it in just a matter of minutes. It was very fast. This was my mama's favorite pie. And she was a baker like no other. And honey, she liked that no-bake pie better than anything. So, I suggest you try it. So we're going to beat this up. Time to bread the pork chops. Chris is excited. This is a good supper. All right, let's eat. We got. Are you looking at the food or me?
I'm looking at you. You ain't doing nothing yet.
Let's look at the food.
Okay.
Do what?
So you ain't doing nothing yet.
Oh,
so.
well, look at the food and then I can start. Okay. This is the pork chops. We've already got seasoning on them. All I'm going to do is dip them in the egg and then dip them in the flour and pretty much, you know, pretty simple dimple. While I'm thinking about it, though, and I already got my hands dirty, I need to put some oil in the skillet. I have to wash that off after I clean up the kitchen. A lot of I'm letting that skillet preheat some, y'all. Now, if you use self-rising flour, there ain't no need in double battering nothing. okay? It'll be nice and crunchy and delicious without double battering it. They're going to fry up prettier if you let them sit out like I did at least 30 minutes or so that they're not freezing cold when they hit the skillet, and that reduces the oil down too much, okay? Man, that's a pretty pork chop right there now. Woo! Good looking pork chops. And you can see how that seasoning stays right on there, even after I dip it in the egg. Look, take you some of your flour off your fingers. Make sure that oil is hot before you ruin your pork chops, okay? It looks good. They're sizzling. They're trying to float a little bit. And it's not even too hot, so I'm actually going to wash my hands. I got time. And if I use tongs, I can go ahead and cream the potatoes without having to wash my hands again. Right? Let's do it. Here we go. I'll turn it up a little bit. Not quite hot enough, y'all. There's our good collard greens. I want y'all to see how soft these collard greens are. Now, when I make collard greens, you don't see no stiff, old, nasty collard greens. See how soft that looks? It looks like a doggone turnip green. My collard greens are good. All you gotta do is put them in your pressure cooker. They'll be the best ones you ever had. I guarantee it. Okay, let's drop the chops. Then we'll make the taters. This is a big eye, so it ought to be hot.
How long do you cook your collard greens in the pressure cooker?
About 25 minutes. A while. And then I take them out, and I, look, this one needs a little bit more flour. Then I take them out, and I, cook them another good, about an hour on the stove top, for at least 30 minutes. I cooked mine to death, but golly, they're good. Golly, they're good. I mean, they're good. I ain't gonna lie. I'll brag about them because they're good. And they ain't gotta have a bunch of junk in them neither to be good. My collards are good. You ain't gotta hide the flavor of them. Don't really matter. Alright, let's flip. We should have started with the one we put in first, and I didn't. I'm going to turn the timer back on 4 more minutes, y'all. Now, this is heated up enough now. I can turn it down a notch. I do believe. Whoops. Turn it around so it fits better. Lay down there, boy. Now that's a good looking supper, ain't it? Fried pork chops, collard greens, butter beans, green taters. Woo! Mexican cornbread. Can't get no better than this. Y'all, my favorite. Very favorite. Is these kind of butter beans. Green potatoes, collard greens. It's kind of like the New Year meal. You know what I mean? That's my very favorite thing in the world. I'd rather have that than steak.
Are those still cooking on high, or did you lower the temp a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I turned them down a little. Yeah, see, they're not even as dark on the bottom because I had turned it down a little. Now you can pat your pork chop a little bit. I just don't want to put them down on paper towels and then them get soggy. You know what I mean. So you can pat them. Just make sure you don't put that paper towel on the top of the trash can or the dogs are going to get it. And then make a mess. Alright, here we go. You gonna watch me make a plate, Daddy? These are the beans. You can tell, y'all seen them last time. See that nice thick broth they've made? They're perfect. Nice, soft, done. Yeah, I used the same spoon. Give me some potatoes. Let's get some greens with something else. These blending forks are good for all kinds of things besides just blending stuff. They're good with pasta too. Pork chop. Yeah, that's pretty, ain't it? You know, if I was just being a chef, I'd lay it that way. All right, and then we got some cornbread. They ain't quite ready, but we'll throw it on there anyway, won't we? There's our plate. What is that? Cornbread. All right, I'm gonna pick it up and tell y'all bye. Thanks for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Y'all go watch Family Food Fight tonight. ABC, your local ABC, 9 o'clock Eastern. Love ya. Bye. But I just want y'all to be proud of us because it was hard work and it wound up being, you know, we wound up, I thought, doing pretty good considering the competition we were up against. And we were being judged by chefs. And a lot of y'all think that it's fake and that it's not real and, you know, maybe we couldn't, some of the contestants couldn't cook, but they had to try out for the show, okay? They couldn't just be on the show. Matter of fact, we couldn't, because we weren't close enough to go try out. Food Network sent a chef here to taste our food. So they weren't going to just have anybody on that show, y'all. I know y'all, some of the people probably think that, but that is really not the case, okay? So let's get these collards in here. I don't even know if this is going to hold all my collards. Probably won't. We'll see. I don't know, it might. That look good? I pressure cooked these, y'all, 2 days ago. I love to pressure cook collards because if you pressure cook them, they are a lot more tender than they are if you don't. I believe that meat was, you know how like you can get the cured ham, the salt cured ham, and you know what I'm talking about, the salt cured that just stays out, don't even have to be refrigerated. That's the kind of meat I put in my beans today. So like I'll just walk by that stand every once in a while and pick up a couple of those blocks. They don't hardly cost nothing. And then cut them, you know, cut them in little pieces, stick them in freezer bags. And that way when you go to make your beans, you don't have to have something big thawed out. You can just grab that. To me, that flavors it better than a piece of fresh pork does. I don't know why, it just does to me. Probably because it has some seasonings in it. All that stuff like ham that you buy, you know, like a ham that's ready, you just warm up, slap up a shank ham, a shoulder ham, whatever. It's already been seasoned, and so it's got a good flavor. Look at my mess in the sink, y'all. Y'all don't ever see this on somebody else's cooking show. I'm going to show it to you because this is real life. This is what really happens. But these are my butter beans. This is my favorite bean, and you can tell they're not quite ready. You can kind of see they still look like they're pretty stiff, and But it doesn't take these that long to cook. So by the time we eat supper, they're going to be ready. Because we probably won't eat till about 6 o'clock. So I'll probably come back on here, y'all, in about 40 minutes or so. And that way our cornbread will be done. I can show y'all the cornbread. We'll cream up these potatoes and have our collard greens. And I'll show you that they did have a little meat in them. It's just down in the bottom. Just seasoning meat is what I put in there. Alright, I'm going to show you how tender they are. They're so tender they just pull apart. See? They're just like, they're like turnip greens. Oh my gosh, they're good. But they're so much better than turnip greens. I put brown sugar in these the other day. Alright, let's turn this timer on. Don't overcook your chops or they won't be fit to eat. Okay? So we're going to put them on 4 minutes, then we're going to flip them. Cook them in about 4 minutes, then we're going to be done. Now, if you'll get you one of these, you'll enjoy it. Trust me. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to cream these taters. Because I got 4 minutes and I can do it. So I use this to drain them, strain them, whatever. You can leave a little water in them and that way, you know, it ain't going to hurt them. We're going to put us some margarine in here. Yep, I'm cooking with margarine. I'm a country girl. I cook with margarine because it costs less money. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know if I need that much. Alright, pepper. Salt. Do you want, I'll just use half and half tonight, and that way I don't have to put sour cream in it or nothing, because I got some. It ain't been opened. Lord of mercy. It says pull. Oh, bull. Pull my bull. That's what I say. Let's just put some milk in here, y'all. I'm going to use the mixer. Mix them up good. It's so splatter. Probably might get splattered. That ain't creamy enough for me. I gotta go get some sour cream or something, y'all. Got 2 minutes. Do it. Man, if I could have cooked in my own kitchen for that show, it sure would have been nice. Sure can cook fast in your own cooked kitchen. It's amazing the difference it makes. All right, that's done. Done. 55 seconds left. Let's taste those and see if they're salty enough. I could use a little bit. Good thing about this, I can taste it on one side and dip it with the other. It's pretty good stuff. It's time to flip. Where's my flipper dipper? Love ya. Y'all go to YouTube and watch my pie video in between. And please watch ABC Family Food Fight, Channel 2 in Georgia, your local station. You can pick it up with rabbit ears. Okay? 9 o'clock Eastern.